Hi everyone, it's Wendy. I'm back again with another quick video. This time I thought, along the theme of using some book pages, I had these pages that I used part of that I thought would be beautiful as a cut into side tucks for a journal. So because they're so busy and filled with so many beautiful elements, there's always going to be something pretty to look at. That's my thought anyway. So, and what I'm thinking, it would be like a side tuck, much like this is the side tuck on the inside. We could do the same sort of thing for inside the journal. All right, so let's get started. It's just, I've cut the pages to 8.5, or trimmed them to 8.5, because I know the tallest of my pages is 8.5, and recognizing I may cut some of them a little shorter afterwards. And I'm just going to glue them on here. So I'm going to get my art glitter glue and I'm going to glue the page down, and then we can cut what we want as we go. It kind of treating this like you would if you had done a collage page. Like, just consider the beauty of this book page is in fact that collage page, and I'm just putting a backing now on the collage page. That's my thought anyway. So I'm going to just stick that there, like so. And I'm going to take this one, and I'm just going to put glue on here. I figured it's just the easiest way to do it. And you could use glue stick for this. If you use glue stick, it will curl a bit. You might have to put it under a book and make sure it's fully dry before you move on. So we've got that, like so. And then I can put another piece, grab another piece, and just put glue here. It's kind of like how Carol Laws does with paper. I could have tried and done this on the other side, you know, just from the get-go, but I'm just going to do it this way. I'm not saying it's the right way or the best way, but it's what my brain is saying. Go for it this time. So I'm just going to move a couple of things over, set this here, line it up with that. And then will this fit on here? Oh, look at that. That fits perfectly. So now we have a super long piece that we can play with, use them as tuck spots in different ways. So we can see different ways we might want to cut this. Just to create spots for the journal. I mean, you could use it to make tags as well. I've made tags with these, or I've made pockets with these in a previous video. All right, so simple as that. Now, I'm going to grab my guillotine cutter. Apologies for being so close with this, but it is just my setup today. It is another super rainy day, so you are seeing some shadows. This, believe it or not, this is noon, just after, let me check, yeah, it's just after 1 p.m. that I'm filming this. It's just that dark. So I have my aught light on here. I'm going down the seams because those seams are fairly obvious, I think. Got a seam back here. I'm less worried about that because it is in a position, it's going to be behind whatever it is that we're making. So it shouldn't affect the strength or integrity of what we're doing. Okay, so we've got this nice hard piece. And where's my ruler? The only thing I miss about turning this over, this is all centimeters, and even though I grew up in the metric and imperial system, I tend, when I measure, I like to measure in inches. I like about a 2 1/4 inch for a side tuck. So that's one, and 2 1/4. We could go to 2 1/2 and just make 2 with that. So that makes 3 tucks. Very nice. And I think I want to do, let's cut this here. I think I want to make 4 tucks. And then we'll make something else with the other bits. I like this, so I'm going to make this one 2 1/4. So we've got those, and then we know we can go 2 1/2 with these. And I think with this, I want to do a, I'm going to cut it here, and then I'm going to cut it there and make that kind of a side tuck. I'm sure we can use these for other things at some point. And this one, I'm going to cut it from the bottom because I really like all that yellow up there. And then I'm going to cut the angle here. And you can see I'm not being fussy about how I do that. And then here, like so. Whoops. And let me see how, that's 8 1/2. So if I went, let's see what 4 1/4 gives us. 4 1/4, I think is good. And so I'm thinking about if I made like a little small tuck. One. This could be a pocket. I don't like my pockets to be more than 4 1/2. So that could be a pocket. This is going to be a side tuck. Sorry. I think I'm going to make this one the pocket here. And then this one will be the side tuck. And I'll just cut this bit here off. And gosh, I hate to take, well, we can take a little bit off. We don't have to take a wild angle. So that'll be a side tuck. So let's just see what we ended up with at this stage. So this is going to be a pocket, and this one's going to be a pocket. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut out a divot. So I know that that's what they are, or a notch. There we go. So 2 pockets, a side and a side. I've got everything going on this side of paper, but that's fine. And see, that one's got the thing there, but that's fine. It'll be absolutely perfect as a side tuck. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. I want to put the side tuck here on this one. And here on this one. And here on this one. Just making decisions quickly because they may not be used in these journals right away, but they may. I just like to have a bit of stock in case that is something I want to do. All right. So we've got that. And then we can zhuzh them a little if we want. So we've got the side tucks. I'll set those aside. And we've got the pockets. Let me see about the pockets. I do have some florals that I cut out of another book. Of course, I've got all kinds of stuff on top of it. Here we go. Whether or not I have anything that's going to match, I do not know. And here. Okay. So we've got lots of things in the purpley family. Actually, like, you know, something like that would be pretty there. Like it fits in, and yet it stands out a little bit. Did I only cut? I may have only cut purpley things. What's going on? I went with whatever was on the page. That one's just amazing. So let's see. I know I have more. They must be underneath. Oh well. No big deal. Oh, I have some Tracie. I think I have some Tracie bits here too, do I? Yeah. Some of these pretty flowers. So those might be kind of fun too. Actually, something really that stands out like that would look beautiful there. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use that. And we'll see how many of these we have time to decorate. I love the some of Tracie's definition. Here we go. We'll pull out some of her definition labels. And they're all having to do with botanicals and whatnot. So I'm going to take this one that says pollination and just decorate. Like we can just use all these bits that we have. And I'm just going to set that down here because I want this to cross over it a bit. It's already there. So I like it when part of the element that you've cut out, actually you get to kind of trim it a bit, prune it. So we'll set this here. We'll prune it off the side a bit, like that. Super pretty. And then I'll just cut those like that. And then these elements, it's best to wait until when it's not wet, but so that just very quickly creates a pocket. I think I'll use another one of those for here. This one. I really like, well, we can have that there. Why not? Fern. Okay. So I'm going to put this definition in here. Because I want it to overlap a tiny bit. And I don't need to glue the whole thing. This would be a good place for your glue stick to use that. I tend to use art glitter glue for my videos, primarily because I know it's going to hold. And, oh, that's right. I almost put it in the wrong place. Okay, like that. And we're just going to cut this and cut that. So that's pretty much done as well. And it just gives you a beautiful, those bold flowers really stand out there. Just moving. Okay, now, do we want to do anything with these? That's the question. Because I like the idea of having a nice bold floral, but by the same token, they're pretty beautiful as is, aren't they? I don't want to cover up, oh, that's That's pretty there. Yeah, I'm going to set that one there. I'm going to see, do I want one of these? Floral, flora. Maybe up there. I like it when it is behind the image a little tiny bit. I just like the overlap. I don't know, for me it establishes a relationship. So we could put it like this, and the flower will just hit it. So let's try that. Put my glue on. Now if you're an inker, this is where inking would be great. It will stand out more if it's inked, for sure. It's just, it's not what I don't do much inking anymore. I do some, but not a whole lot. I'm going to set that off to the side a bit, like that. And I may choose to sew around this at some point, but that's a really easy tuck spot. Side tuck, okay. Do we want to do another one with, some of these are really cool, but I do think that one blends in really too much. Too much. Okay, and there's a lot of purple here. It's not, no, I love purple. It's my favorite color, but it's not necessarily something I want on with the yellow. It's not quite. Plus, I think those are super pretty as they are. So we've got two of those done. Very yellow. And I think I'm going to go back to my butterflies, to be honest with you. I think I'm going to put a butterfly or two in these. I'm going to put this label, the sapling label. And when I sew these to put, if I sew them to put in my journal, I don't always sew the entire, I don't sew all the way around it. I might just sew one edge. I just think it gives it a kind of a neat feel. I've got some glue here. Where are you? How are we for time? We're good. Okay. So we should get a lot of these decorated. Oh, that's got some beautiful, that shade of blue in it. That's in the label. And just as simple as that, I think it's really pretty. Really, really pretty. And we could take, I've got some Tim Holtz. Do I want that one? I don't know. I'm just looking at, I've got some Tim Holtz washi. And it might be kind of fun just to put a small piece of washi coming down from this edge. Like that. Just gives it another little feel. So we've got 4 things done. Let's see. I think this little one, the botanical, at the bottom might be kind of nice. Since it's mostly just stemmage down here. You can quote me. I think that's a word I just made up. And there's this butterfly. We can, oops. Actually, I'm going to set it to the side. I see a reddish color one coming up, and I think I want that one. I'm really getting my use out of these butterflies. I have a couple more. I have one that's just yellow, and it is in my little washi case there. But I have another one, just to put that on a corner like that. Isn't that cute? I have another one, I think that's blues, so we will see. Grass, vegetation, I don't know. What's that? Woodland. It does feel a little woodlandy, doesn't it? Okay. Put a little woodland down here. And I'm going to use this one that I didn't use last time. And when I say these are finished, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to possibly put something else on them. I might. And look how pretty. Just something like that. I think looks great. And we can do this too. We can put another one on. Just, I think maybe a skew like that. And there. Isn't that pretty? Super easy and fun to do. What's my next? I've got an orangey one coming up. Sapling? No. Tree? Why not? I'm going to keep reaching for that art glitter, or that glue stick for the labels, but I want this down here because I want that, I like seeing that little root ball there. And we're going to use this beautiful yellowish butterfly. You can hear Midge's toenails. I'm going to set it like this. I didn't want to encroach on that gorgeous clovery flower. So we've got that one done. And what if, let me see about my yellow one with the yellow butterflies. How will they look? I think it might be kind of fun to put some butterflies in a row on these. See how that looks. So we'll set one like center it, or somewhat center it. It's almost translucent, that butterfly. And then this one underneath. I think it would look kind of fun. Let's see what we think when we're done. And I'm just gonna center that one like that. Isn't that pretty? Do I want to put a third one? Am I playing with fire? Maybe. That's okay. You know what? The nice thing about junk journals is there are no rules. I mean, my rule, have fun. That's the rule. Okay, so this could be my favorite one so far. And it's so pretty on the yellows. Okay, I'm really happy with that. And I'm going to take, this is a really fun Tim Holtz washi that has numbers. So, oops, we're going to have to rip that off there because it's not wanting to cooperate. But I think it would be fun to just run some of these numbers up the side a little bit. Having fun with washi. So, just going to set this here on the side. Also gives it a little bit more presence. Okay, loving that. I think I'm going to do the same thing with this one, only we'll use the, whether or not we get to 3, we'll definitely do 2. May or may not do 3. So let's see what we think. Put this on at the top. Try and center it. Just wanting to make sure I have enough time. And then, whoops, that's the yellow one. Then there's this one, and I have a piece of its bottom wing over here, so we should be able to do some surgery on the ephemera. I think. So I want to leave enough time so that I can show you how I would use these in the journal or a journal. And there we go. Oops. Surgery successful. Sorry, just checking. All right, and one more. Okay. Just going to set that here. Really happy with these. And I'm going to use that washi again. Loved it. And just pull this on through. Love that. Like, super nice. And then this is the last one. Sticky fingers. Gosh, what do I want to do here? I want to make sure I have enough time. Okay. You see, what do I have left on here? No, not the right. Pardon me. I think I'm going to go with just maybe 2 butterflies. So I see that the next one is a little bit wider. So I'm going to put this one lower and put the wider one higher. And just put our lots of Oohoo glue behind it. So pretty. So, so pretty. And then I'm going to take another piece of this because I like it so much. And start here and just run it through. This time I'm going to set it over on this side. Okay. And look how pretty that is as well. Like, they're super pretty. They just turned out so nicely. I'm really, really pleased with those. So I'll just move some things out of the way so that you can see what we've got. And yeah, lots of different, we've got our pockets, we've got our side tucks. So, gosh, what have we got? Like 10 pieces of ephemera made that quickly. So in terms of use in a journal, it would be just a matter of, you know, a pocket attached to a page like so. Actually, move these over. That would be the pocket, or that. And then we have a tuck spot. So I would probably put it on this side over here. And it can be trimmed to fit the page. So there's one. Those are lovely with the butterflies. I'll just show it to you this way so you can see it. It would make nice belly bands too, with or without the notch. Lovely. Really love those. And then these are all notched this way, so you could easily put them like this on the corner of a page for a text spot. Like that. Like that. And like that. So super easy, fast book page pockets and tuck spots. I think we did make 10 in half an hour. Really fun. Fun and easy to do. So thanks so much for watching, everyone. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.